Okay, it's not working. The internet connection won't let me do it if I move away from the house. So that's my girl. Take number 3. Janet got to ride in here for about 2 minutes to let me out of the car park on Friday night, and I was so happy to have my girl back. She ran like a dream. The mechanics were just fantastic. They did a wonderful job. And here we go again. My garden, that was full of cement, logs, rubbish. It was awful. So I cleaned it all up, but as you can see, it needs to be cleaned up again. I made a pathway, a horseshoe pathway that goes around. But this prickly rotten thing here, see those spikes? They bite. So that has to be cleaned up. I have bark everywhere. Horse poop. Gum trees. That looks into my lounge room and my dog's bed, and slobber all over the windows. My carport, which should have a car in it, but I came home Friday night and I've been leaving the bonnet up every night so the rats have nowhere to hide, especially Friday night because it was very late, and the warm motor, no, they're not having it. There's a pile that needs to be picked up and burnt. All the gum trees, gum leaves. There's another pile that's been sitting there for many months. We can't burn over the hot, dry summer. And in a few days' time will be the 1st of May, and we are allowed to burn. So I have all this yard here, every square inch of it. I rake it all up and clean it all up. You can hear how dry it is, crunch, crunch, crunch. My veggie patch, which I gave up on because the rats and possums were pulling all the name tags out, and there's about 8 veggie beds in here, but I gave up. I spent so much money on seedlings just for them to be eaten, so I gave up. My wood pile, nice neat kindling, because that's just the way I am. And there's a nice blue block over there, eat up rats, and then you can die, and I have no sympathy whatsoever. I have all that wood over there to break up. Big pine tree limb fell down, I have that to clean up. All the pine needles everywhere, I have to clean up. There's a bird's nest, probably blue wrens. My house tank. My ride-on with the bonnet up and the seat up so the rats can't destroy it like they try to destroy everything else. My girlfriend posted a thing on my timeline on Facebook so I can catch them, and I put a bit of dried dog food and horse chaff in there. One got in there, got the dog food, but the rotten little horror got back out. Otherwise, he would have had a screwdriver through his head. I'll give it to the dog. The dog can kill it. Because if she could get to them, she'd kill them. My grapevine, they die off this time of year, but it's beautiful in summer when it's all full of big green leaves. It's beautiful and shady. Well, here we go again, take number 3, because of the internet not working. I'm just doing this on normal video. Oh, the horses are down the bottom this time. They might come back up. little shed has my horse food in it. They're in 44s, 44-gallon drums, so the rats can't get to it. Pine tree, big branch that needs to be cut up. This is my shipping container with my horse gear inside so the rats can't chew on my saddles. Oh dear. Oh, the internet didn't work. So now I'm doing all this again. My shed. The lady that used to live here had 20 German Shepherds she used to breed them for security reasons. Like sell them for security. She had 15 goats and 150 pigeons. Where the float is, used to be sheds, but I pulled them down. And the shipping container had a 3-sided shed with a big gum tree in it and old bed wire over the top. I pulled all that down and put the shipping container there. The big shed over there, that's where all her 150 pigeons ended up from where the shipping container was. And now they were over in that. That's a good size shed, that. It was so dry here. And the bit of rain we've had has started to green it up, so it's starting to look pretty again. Blackberries, they all have to go. And that's exactly why I left Twitter and Ustream with 5 social medias to keep up with. It was ridiculous. So I got rid of them because I have to prioritise. And my property was getting neglected. Although I couldn't do a lot over summer, I can't burn. That's my main burn pile. And I have all this to pick up. All of that needs to be cleaned up. I rake all this yard. I rake all the house yard. And I have bad feet, so by the end of the day I walk like a cripple. This tree here is a black wattle. And they are no good. They are dangerous. They come down at any time with no warning. And it was beautiful when that tree was up. Nice bit of shade. But it came down and I made this compost pile whatever you want to call it, when I got here. But the tree squished the tin, so that has to be fixed. All this horse poo has to be picked up. I showed the girls in Melbourne a photo. You could not walk in here. 2 big, huge skips to get rid of everything. And I cleaned it all up. And this is the mud brick. Bess, come, you get out. You stay out. There's rucksack in here. And this is my little mud brick. And there's rat poo on the floor. And I don't know, probably the sun as well, but they're destroying this. Butterflies on the floor. I did have steel wool here, so they couldn't get in, but they've knocked it out, or the wind knocked it out, and the window's falling down. So that's one reason why I don't use this. And at night, when I moved over here, you could hear them running around up there. And if I get the broom, you can hear all the poo. So, no, yuck, filth. The idiot that lived here, he had ash nearly all the way up. He never cleaned that fireplace out. It had sardine cans, ash. He was addicted to Coca-Cola. He had Coca-Cola boxes and everything. You could not move. You could not get in here for all the rubbish and everything he had in here. He had a bunk bed and the rats used to run over him and he'd feed them. He was disgusting. He was feral. The window had a crack in it, but I cleaned it and pressed a little bit too firmly and it fell out. So that window's broken and the other window's broken, and that's why I don't use this mud brick. If I had a heap of money spent on it, it needs new eaves on the outside, like the guttering, needs to be fixed up. So I don't bother with it, and it's too far from the house. It has power, 12 volt, but it's not enough for boiling kettles or anything like that. But if I had my way, I'd vacuum this whole thing out and clean it up. But it's pointless at the moment because the rats can get in. I've got steel wool covering up that pipe down there and up there, but they still get in through the window, so they can have it. I don't use it. But it would be cute to fix up. There you go. All this here needs to be cleaned up, chopped up, raked up, burnt. See, I have heaps to do. Heaps to do. So I shouldn't be arting and sitting on Ustream all night and sleeping half the day because I get nothing done. So I bit the bullet and I ditched Twitter and Ustream. And I'll be honest, I find Twitter a bit unorganised when you post something, whereas I like Facebook, how you post and then everything, all the comments are with it underneath. Whereas every time you post something on Twitter, it goes back up the top, back up, and it's all over the place. But anyway, it doesn't matter. I terribly miss streaming and watching Jennifer and Janet and all you guys streaming. I missed it all. I was having withdrawals. So I did. I relogged back into Twitter and Ustream. And Jennifer's stream today, that was beautiful. To know that people love my colouring and they actually want to listen to me gabble on. I'm trying to talk slower for you guys. I know, I have been told many times I talk too fast. But when you listen to some people talk and they tell a story, it's like, get on with it. And I don't like to keep people waiting. Like, I'm really conscious of that. Blackberries, they have to go. I have a long, long list. The girls, they came back up. That's good. I don't want to walk down the paddock. Can't be bothered. This is our beautiful bushland. It's just the gum trees make an absolute mess. I showed the harrow in the last stream that didn't work because of the internet. This is my baby girl. This is Cara. And she's going on 27, 28 now. So, unfortunately, you can see the age setting in. But I've had her since the 25th of January 1996. And you can see Bally's been tossing hay all over her. Or she's been doing it to herself. See, we have beautiful bushland over here. But those gum trees caught a light. She burns real hot because the eucalyptus trees have like eucalyptus oil. Very, very hot. Very, very dangerous. Like pine trees, they're very, very dangerous and hot too. That's the house next door and the dam, my dam, which is looking quite sad at the moment. There's a magpie. Bess, stop eating that. Dogs, they like to eat horse's hoof and they like to eat horse poo. And they've got minerals in them, so it's not bad for them. We'll meet Bally in a minute. That's my shed that I built for the horses. That cost me nearly $5,000. And I had to get out here and harrow and clean all this horse poo up and break it all up. And I need more rain and then I can do it again. But it looks better than what it did. Hello, Belle. She's very talkative, this one. She's quite vocal. She's about 23 now. And I found her at a property that I was looking at. And I said, what are you going to do with her? And they said, the knackery. And I said, no. I'm actually qualified to massage horses. She'll have a good home. So as soon as I settled in here, I went over and I walked her home. I was shin sore for the next 3 days, but we made it. This is my little mud brick over there. My little girl there. My other girl there. Don't know where the dog went. She hears that chain, she'll come running. Bess! Bess! Yeah, so she hears that chain, she'll come running. She doesn't like to be locked out in the paddock on her own. She's happy to be out there, but she doesn't like to be locked out there. There we go. My beautiful girl. Girl number 4. We're all girls here. No boys. Wasn't intentional. That's just the way it worked out. I had the shed garage put up. That was fun. Between 2 elderly fellas and myself. This is what they call a harrow. And I put that on the back of my ride-on lawnmower. And I take that out in the paddock and spread all the horse poo. My feed shed. I call that the horse yard. But we're all geriatrics now, so we're all retired. So I don't really use it. I've just got it blocked off so some grass can grow in there for them. They have something to pick at. It was very, very dry. We need a whole lot more rain yet. See, all the gum trees, they make a mess. And I have so much raking to do. So that's my little place. And by rights my car should be in the carport. But Friday night, the motor was warm and the rats aren't having it. So she stayed out here and I put the bonnet up every night, which is a pain, but it's better than paying $1,650 to have it fixed. And if it happens again, they can't fix it. So that's a worry. There's a view from my veranda. My girls. And now I'll go and make a coffee and I'll do my goodie haul. And I have to upload this to YouTube because the internet wouldn't work away from the house. So this is take number 3. So I hope you all enjoyed my little tour. And this is where I sit. And I do smoke cigarettes, so I sit out here on the veranda. And I was getting into the bad habit of starting to smoke inside during streaming and chatting. That had to be curtailed. That's another reason why I left. So as you can see, I have lots to do here on my own. And I was pretty much neglecting everything. Doing the essentials, but that horse paddock needed to be cleaned up after the hot summer. And there's other things you can see that I need to do. Clean windows. See all the slobber? That's from my dog during the Olympics, the Commonwealth Games, football games, anything that runs on the telly. She gets the go-kart tyre, comes up here, thrashes it around, and slobbers everywhere. So I have windows to clean, but the water's a bit low at the moment, so I have to prioritise there. I'd rather have a shower than clean windows at the moment. So when we get some rain, I'll clean the windows properly. So that's my little place. I hope you enjoyed meeting my girls, all 4 of them. One's mechanical. There we go, the sun's out. See how pretty that is? That's a beautiful view. That's my veranda. I couldn't ask for more. And I had 30 days to find somewhere to live. I was so lucky to get this place. 30 days exactly. I saw this place. I signed the papers. The next day the real estate rang and said, it's yours. and 30 days and I was in here. Otherwise, I was in big trouble. I had nowhere to live. So, angels look after me. They really, really do. And yet again, they came through with my car. I got my car back. I got to see Fibs in Melbourne. And everything worked out fine. I got my hair done in time. So, very happy girl again. I just have to get regular sleep instead of streaming, watching chat all night, and do the right thing by myself. So, that's why I left. But anyway, I'm back. And I will definitely do what you said, Jennifer. I will talk more and colouring in and explain what I'm doing, and I'm quite happy to do that. So, all good. Anyway, hope you enjoyed, and I will see you after I make a coffee, and I'll do my goodie haul from Fibs in Melbourne, which is absolutely unbelievable. They sport me rotten. So, take it easy, guys. Chat soon. Bye.